Hey, it's Dr. Charles, aka CoachMD. In over 30 years of medical practice, I've made it my goal to help people create strong minds, healthy bodies, and unshakable spirits. And as we get older, it's really, really important, that body part, because as we get older, we lose muscle mass, so-called sarcopenia. It increases our risk of falling. I turned 65 at the end of last year. And so I am aging and I am thinking about that. And how do I think about it? Well, I want to improve my functional fitness, my functionality, my ability to go on with life. And that should be a motivation and it should be a goal for everybody because it just aging doesn't mean you have to decay and become decrepit. Um, it's important to engage in activities that increase your functionality and preserve it. And there are different tests that one can do to assess where you are right now. And this is one that is so good because it can be done easily at home. You can get a benchmark and then you can have a measurement when to well, you have the benchmark, so you can create a measurement now to see your progress in different activities that you decide, different physical therapy or exercise. I participate in CrossFit, as many of you know, if you watch my podcasts, and that is a full body functional fitness type exercise program, and that increases or decreases our probability of injury, like falling. So I'm going to do this test myself to show and find out where I stand. But let's listen to this video so you can get an idea of what it's all about.
The 30-second chair stand tests functional lower body strength. To administer this test, you'll need a chair with a straight back and a stopwatch. Place the rear legs of the chair against a wall so that it cannot slide backwards. Have your patient sit towards the front of the chair.
Now, you may be doing this on your own, so do it very carefully. And the stopwatch, you can use your phone as a stopwatch feature usually. But again, be careful doing this, especially if you're unsteady.
And fold her arms across her chest. Ask her to keep her feet flat on the floor and sit upright. She should try to stand up, keeping her arms folded across her chest without pushing off with her arms. When you say go, she should stand up all the way and then sit back down, doing this as quickly as she can until you say stop. Arms should remain folded across her chest throughout the test. Stand close enough so that you can catch the patient if she loses her balance. If the patient gets tired, she may rest, but let the time keep going. If she cannot stand even once, the test score is 0. Not being able to stand up from a chair without using one's arms to push up indicates a high risk for falls. Record the number of times the patient stood up in 30 seconds. If the patient is over halfway to a standing position at the end of 30 seconds, count it as a stand. Now, based on the age and sex of your patient.
Okay, so here are some below average scores. So 60 to 65, men should be 14 and above, women 12 or above. And my age group, 65 to 69, I should be aiming for 12 or above. So we're going to see how I do in a little bit. There are many tests to assess aging and to assess how well you're aging. And this is just one of them. And I plan to do some other videos on this topic and test myself as we go along to see if my brand of functional fitness is actually working.
Find their normal range on this chart. If your patient's score is below the norm for his or her age and gender, it indicates lower body weakness, a risk factor for falling. If the patient can't stand up even once without using her hands, allow her to push off using a hand on the chair. Be sure to document any adaptations.
So this is a great measurement. Again, I'm going to be doing it and see where I fall within this. The norm for me is 12. So let's see what I score.
Okay, I have my chair, I have my timer, and we're going to do the sit-stand test CoachMD, getting started. I'm going to start it right now. Okay, so I counted 19, and 19 is not so bad. You should aim for at least 12, and if you can't reach 12, then that tells you that you might need to practice and get stronger in your lower extremity, and that can really help you with your overall functionality. So set the bar as low as you need to go and inch it up higher, maybe increasing by one every couple weeks until you reach a level that is 12 or above if you're in the 65 to 69 age group. I'd love to hear your comments. Please leave them below and like and subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear from you. So until next time, I'm Dr. Charles, aka Coach MD, urging you to stay strong in mind, in body, and right here in soul. Bye for now.